then, gang, and welcome to Thames FC 20 years in. And I thought we'd have a look at a few things, as well as potentially towards the end of this video, something quite exciting might have happened or be happening. I don't know, but I thought we'd go through some end of season awards, look back at some old players, assess the season as well, and just go over things. 20 years, it's a milestone we should celebrate. So, if we look at the best 11, you can see there that Pierre has been considered good enough to enter the Thames overall best 11. He finally gets his way into the back line against such legends as Fitzpatrick, Murray, Edmund, and Ashley Moult there as well. Keon Harris, Brett Squires, and Stevie Foster, Danan, Altalan, and Ben Hur. It's still a very retro, in my opinion anyway, it's a very retro-looking best 11. The bench has got the likes of Pat Rogers, Owusu, Clark Slocum, Hallahan. That's not too many from the current crop. You can only highlight there Pierre and Ben Hur, of course, who's got 107 and 136. Not too bad at all. It's crazy to me that Ben Harris played more games than Pierre, which kind of feels wrong in a way, but it's factual. Right, let's continue forward there. The best of them, where are they now? A few of you might be interested, so we'll read through a few of these. I'll read this out loud so you can hear me say it. Although 5 members of the team are now retired, the rest continue to be involved in football. Ben Hur is the only player still at the club, although we've just established that Pierre hasn't left. But anyway, Robbie Edmund is currently playing for Burnley. He's out on loan there from West Brom. Altadal is playing for AEK Athens. Martin Welsh, you might remember him at one point. I think he was a left back, wasn't he? Plays for Hamilton Academical. Pat Rogers turns out for Portland Timbers. I love that. And Sam Reed is at QPR. Murray, Harris, and Andrew Murray and Keon Harris. I thought they'd be retired, but no. Are both at Rochdale. Ashley Moults at Chesterfield. Patrick at Tranmere. Liam Danan at Histon. And Brett Squires plays for Worthing United. Other players to feature in the side were Steve Foster, Corey Heath, Jack Hallahan, Christy Clark Slocum, Owusu, and Cameron Campbell. Where's Steve Foster these days? Oh, he's retired and he's our head of youth development. We might have to get him in some capacity. Maybe not in that role though, which is a bit concerning. And Clark Slocum has retired completely after having quite the season and quite the spell with Thames. So let's look at some end of season awards. Jimenez, what the? Okay, well, Jacobo Jimenez, who didn't play in the final of the FA Cup, and maybe should have done based on the performance in it, was our player of the season. 28 appearances, a 7.27 average rating, and the fans loving him. Haaland got the goal of the season. Should we see that? I think it was from the edge of the box, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at it, though, against what was a decent Arsenal side. I think it's where he drills it. We may have even done this as a live com. Now I think about it more and more. But let's see then as it loads up. Hopefully it does load up. Here we go then. I think this is him there on the edge. I mean, it hits the keeper in the face. And I think we work it out. And I think he drills it in this bottom corner. Let's see if I'm correct. Obrenek knocks it down, and there you are. Look, drills it in that bottom corner. Lovely finish. And it got our goal of the season. It got third in goal of the season, actually. Signing of the season was Ben Hur. Fair enough. I mean, he's probably got that award twice now. And Young Player of the Year, of course, only 6 months here. Still Ben Hur. Overall, then, it's disappointing, really, isn't it? We can look at the competition screen, actually. You can see, then, 7th in the Premier League. The FA Cup was won by Sunderland. Oh, dear. And the Carabao Cup, 3rd round exit to Blackburn. Wasn't very impressive. Arsenal won it, though. Hence, the Blackburn got the extra spot. And 7th in the league, which... disappointing, level on points with Blackburn. I think that's the real sickener of it. I mean, the goal difference was probably the factor. Not great, but I mean, still good. 7th position, 11th last year, 7th this year. We're improving every season. That's what you want to look at. There's some more information about the Thames size of 2030. I mean, interestingly, I don't know why we're looking at 2030 for, but it was 7 years ago. Taj Holness and Barry McDonnell. I mean, who knows what happened to them all? Ben Cousins is at Winsford. Elliot Holmes is a chief scout at Telford. And it's just giving me some other bits of random information. Lawrence Smith, he was good once. He's a manager now. Who knew? People are always interested. Squad dynamics are pretty healthy. Dressing room atmosphere is brilliant. Very good managerial support. And if you see the hierarchy, it's Ben Hur is not a team leader anymore, which is quite interesting. But Tom Gray is one. So is Jimenez. So is Oscar Rowney. Interesting to see how many of those players are here next year. Hopefully all of them. And then lots of highly influential players now. I mean, it's really kicking off up there, which is nice to see. And then loads of other players that I think could be there one day. Like Pierre is just another player, which I think maybe because of his age is why. But he could rise up the ranks at some point. If he was a leader, that would have been lovely, wouldn't it? But not to be. End of season meeting then. And let's discuss the plans for next season. What do you say? It's difficult. Are we going to qualify for the Europa League? Do you say that? Or do you go same level of ambition? I think we go for the Europa League next year. They think that is a bit unrealistic. Okay, I've taken everyone's reaction into account. And a top half finish, they much prefer that. We saved it a little bit. Bob and Dominic Williams, they are furious apparently. The board are absolutely delighted with the way we're leading the team, which is good because I'm about to go and talk to them. And we'll give ourselves 5 weeks of pre-season. Financially, then, looking really good. 53 million. I've not been assigned any budgets yet. We're going to continue a week to see if anything comes through. And part of that is we obviously talking to the board. Now, the stadium has just been expanded. The training facilities, youth facilities, and data analyst facilities are all being improved. But there's this little stadium, and I just like asking to see if they will. I'm going to say I would like to increase our revenue, and they agree. I feel like they're always going to agree because we're in the Premier League and because it's only 18 and a bit thousand. Shout out to Rick who puts together the intros for the stadiums, by the way. You're about to get some more work, my friend. Let's see how much work you're getting. Should we make some, while we're here, should we make some more requests? Maybe we should. I think everything else is pretty good. Contract-wise, we've got a really long contract right now, actually. I'll quickly show you that before we look at the stadium. I'm teasing you here. Yeah, we've got it until 3 years, 37 grand a week. You might remember a while ago, in terms of overview, we hadn't earned that much money. I think it was about 1 million, maybe 800,000, something like that. Anyway, 3.3 now, loving life. Right then, this stadium, planned stadium expansion. What are we thinking? I'm thinking maybe 5,000 more. Or will they just go to 20,000, which will be a bit underwhelming? What I'm hoping is it's done before the season, or it's done by maybe September, October. But here we go then. Boom. And it's literally is about 5,000 as a seat estate. Okay, 5,000. It'll be done by October. And I guess will it be? There'll be a provisional capacity of 23,000. A provisional capacity. Oh, that's what it's going to be. Sorry, okay. So I wonder if it's going to have to be smaller or if they're filling in some corners. That's what I'd like anyway. The construction work begins at the end of the season and will be completed by, say, the 3rd of October. Very exciting then. Okay, does it now say in facilities that it's been upgraded? Not yet. I guess we'll wait and see on that then. Right, let's continue forward. I'm interested to see if we get some budget set and whatnot. We're getting a press conference about if I'm happy the stadium's been expanded. Of course I am. Right, let's see what goes on. This is like a live com now, and this is why we moved forward a little more. Stadium expansion plans announced. Now, are they the plans that I've just asked for? Or are they different plans? I don't know. Okay, we'll find out. That is curious. You can see there then we've ended complying with financial fair play. Brilliant. We've hit with a tax bill of 825,000, which I will say now, viewers, is not a lot, but not too bad at all. Commercial summary as well. Ben Hur, they're selling loads of shirts. We sold 11,905, which is actually not that many when I think about it. Sponsorship wise, then it's up apparently. It was up massively this season, compared to last year by 13 million or so. Ridiculous amount of money. And a lot of the other stuff seems to have gone up as well. Competition prize money went up this season. A better league finish, of course. Commercial revenue's gone up. Corporate and hospitality revenue's gone up. Broadcast revenue slightly down. I don't know what that is. I don't know why that is, actually, because we had a good FA Cup run. Doesn't really make sense to me. Right, initial budgets. Let's take a look then. 65 million. I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay, well, I'm going to enjoy that. The board are upgrading the youth and training facilities. Now, this is interesting because they're already been upgraded. So if we've got a similar situation with the stadium announcement, I mean, are we about to have a double stadium announcement in the same 2-day period? We are. Wow. Okay, and we're going back. We've had one game at the Riverbank, and we're back to Selhurst Park. Fair enough. Okay, undersoil heating's been installed. We're gonna have still a grass surface. It's gonna cost £14 million, and it'll be done. But then the next season, 28,000 though, massive upgrade, 10,000 seats, and there's a picture there of the corner, so I'm hopeful. And again, those have been upgraded as well. Everything's looking good, and a bigger stadium, fantastic news. Okay, let's continue forward. I wonder if there's anything else. There's one thing I mentioned at the start of the video. There's going to be something that I hope will be really exciting come the end of this video. Although I don't know if this is how it works, so I'm kind of guessing a little bit. I will reveal to you now, so we can skip forward a little bit, but it revolves around really the Champions League final. In that the Europa League, I looked at a few of these. I was thinking, I wonder if an English team is in this, and it might give us an extra spot in Europe. And I'm not sure if it does or not. But I went to the Euro Cup, and Bordeaux played Stuttgart. So I was, oh damn, okay, we're not going to be involved in that, or we're not going to get a placing because of that. But Arsenal played Chelsea in the Champions League final. Now, the winner of this competition gets a Champions League spot. And luckily for us, take a look at the Premier League table, they both have Champions League spots. So I wonder if the other European spot that would obviously go to that team is allocated to the division in which those teams come from. And there's only one team that could possibly get it, and that is Thames. So that happens on the 30th. We're currently at the 25th. So allow me to skip forward a little bit, and we'll see by the 30th if that's the case. Some people might know. I'm not sure. I've just realised that you watching this at home, if you do know the answer, you're either really excited for me or you're sitting there going, well, he's about to be disappointed. So it's fascinating and interesting moments here. What is my hair doing? It sort of goes down and it loops around. I don't really know. I'll tell you what I did. I used some of Ellie's conditioner. I thought I'll make it glossy. I've pissed it right off. She doesn't watch these. She won't be annoyed. I think it was hers. What was your reaction to being linked to such a high-profile job at Man United? Couldn't care less about that nonsense. That was quick, simple, easy, ruthless. That's what I am. Thing is, if we are in European football next season, that changes our transfer window massively. Like reputation-wise, all of a sudden we're a European team, and the caliber of player we can attract is a little bit higher. Oh yeah, so you mentioned I've sacked Conte. We live in a strange world here in 2037. United's still trying to get over the loss of Alex Ferguson. That's not true. They've won 7 leagues in a row. The pitch has been relayed. It's in perfect condition. Where should we go? You always miss this bit. We could go all the way to Australia. I mean, it's quite a fun holiday. I've never been to Australia. Last year, I think we went to USA. We could go to China. I always find going to the Asian countries, if you've got a player from that nation, is a lot more useful. But shall we go all the way to Queensland, Australian? G'day, mate. Well, Thames are here. Oh, they'd love that. We're going to Australia. To my Aussie brethren that watch this video, I'm doing a meet-up at the Sydney Opera House, because that's one of the only landmarks I can remember at this point in time. #scenes. Yes. G'day, mate. Welcome to Australia. Go over there. It's Jonathan Biarni's moved here since retirement. He's doing barbecues every day. This accent's getting worse by the word, mate. Sorry, everybody. I don't know where I'm going. I think I'm going to South Africa. Right, let's leave it. All right, it's the 30th. This is the moment. This is the moment. All the songs were sad. All the songs were sad. Bum bum. Until we qualified for Europe, thanks to Chelsea and Arsenal being good. All right, are we going to get it? This is a big moment for me because my initial feeling is yes, we will, but we're now in the 31st. Did it happen? Have we qualified for the Europa League because of the Champions League final meet-up? Here we go. Is it going to... No, so you just don't get it then? Oh. Arsenal beat Chelsea 2-1. So we didn't get it? Oh. Oh, right then. Oh, damn. Well. Oh. No, we genuinely didn't get it. Oh, I thought they'd just dish it out to... Well, no, they didn't. No. Nelson Oliveira has guided Arsenal. That's right. Nelson Oliveira has guided Arsenal to a Champions League win. Oh. Winners qualify for the third qualifying phase. Losers qualify for the Euro Cup third qualifier. What do we get, though? Why isn't there a section that says Thames? Maybe if I just keep continuing. All right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more day, and we'll just see if maybe it's delayed. Fax machines. It's a nightmare, and it's such a lovely summer this in 2037, so it all makes sense. No, we didn't get it. I mean, we got stuff though. Player of the month, top boss. Is that of the season? That's manager of the month. We got manager of the month for beating Manchester United and Chelsea. We got young player of the month as well. Antonio was in there, and Franklin got player of the month. Ben-Hur coming second. I mean, it's a lovely. It's a good end, sort of. I wonder if I got manager of the year. Hold the phone. This could be it. I said one more. Continue. It's like when you play on late at night and it's like, I'll just play one more. Just play one more. And it's 4 a.m. and you've got to explain to the missus why you're still playing Football Manager at 4 in the morning. All right. It's not happened. It's not happened. Well, never mind. That then is going to bring an end to today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed a little rundown as well as some end of season stuff. Sorry about the FA Cup final yesterday. I was as disappointed as anyone, but a good finish for Thames. Quite a good end to the season as well, actually. Mid-season form was really sketchy. I mean, that period there, around February, January, wasn't very good at all. But we ended the season pretty strong, as well as those massive wins. And a point against Liverpool wasn't too bad either. 7th position. We're growing every single season. If you bring up Thames here, you can see that we've never finished lower ones. But apart from that, we've done really well. 11th last year, 7th this season, and the only way is up. Obranek is our top prospect. How will he do next season? A big year for him. A make or break year, I think, for Obranek. We'll see how he does with the likes of Ben-Hur. Will the system change? Who will be brought in? Let me know what you think we need in the comment section down below. I think we're pretty strong. I think we're ready for more, and I'll see you for it. Defence maybe needs improving, but we love with care. For me, Dr. Mention. Until next time, goodbye. The defence needs improving.